I'm Emily Pinkston, a senior planner with the City of Columbus Bartholomew County Planning Department, a member of the coalition in Columbus, Indiana. Our coalition is focusing on increasing daily physical activity by focusing on our built environment, which generally includes our streets, open spaces, and other infrastructure. The project in Columbus consists of 3 different strategies. The first strategy involves improving pedestrian access across our community by completing detailed designs for intersection improvements along a critical bike ped route in our community. The second strategy involves developing a case study for the design of safe and convenient bicycle and pedestrian crossings at state highway intersections. And the third strategy involves the launch of a broad public awareness campaign called Go Healthy Columbus, which emphasizes the importance of designing and building our community in a way that makes an active lifestyle the easy choice. For the purpose of this webinar, I'll be focusing on strategy number 1 and the open house we hosted to collect input from community members. This is a visual of strategy number 1. The yellow dashed line represents a major bicycle route in the city's bicycle and pedestrian plan, and our intent is to make bike ped improvements to major intersections along and near this route. Our focus is 3 intersections along the corridor and 2 intersections just south of the corridor, and they're identified by the blue circles. These intersections are widely known for causing issues for bicyclists and pedestrians traveling east and west in this neighborhood. We hosted the open house at Donner Center, which is a parks facility central to the corridor we're examining. And we sent flyer invitations via direct mail to approximately 2,500 residents near this corridor. In addition to mailing the flyer, we also distributed it via social media and other means. The structure of this event included a short presentation followed by an open house. The open house portion involved 5 different stations where participants would be asked to provide input. As much as possible, the open house was designed so participants could make their way through the stations at their own pace and without assistance from staff. In order to facilitate this, participants were provided with an instruction sheet as soon as they arrived. This document summarized the topic and purpose of each station and included instructions on how to provide input. There were several staff members available for questions, but this document enabled participants to work through the stations without our assistance if we were speaking with others. After the presentation that kick-started the event, participants were released to provide input at various stations, and I'm going to walk you through each of those stations. The first involved a map of our study area. Participants were asked to draw their preferred east-west bike ped route within this neighborhood so we could get a gauge for what intersections are getting the most bike ped traffic. Stations 2, 3, and 4 focused on specific intersections. I'm going to walk you through the series of boards used for just one of the intersections, but we use the same format for all 5 intersections. The first board, shown on the left, provided some context for the intersection with photos in all 4 directions and an aerial map. The second board on the right is where we started asking for input. We asked how often they used that intersection and for what purpose. And participants voted or answered the questions by placing a sticker dot in their answer. The third question asked how comfortable you would be crossing the intersection with a young child or an elderly person. And our goal is to design these intersections for the inexperienced user, not experienced users who are comfortable in most situations, so that's why we framed the question this way. And finally, we asked what they believe are the top 2 safety issues at that intersection. At the final station, we presented possible intersection improvement options and asked participants to vote on which improvements they believed would generally be the most effective at improving safety. Here you're seeing 2 of the boards as examples, but we had 2 more for a total of 8 improvement options. The options ranged from minimal to more advanced, expensive improvements. And these photos were taken at the event and give you an idea of the scale of the boards and the setup of the event. You can see the participants and the interactions with staff as well. In regards to lessons learned, we really believe that you should bring these events to the residents. Many of our participants walked and biked to the open house, which was really fitting in this case, and it just seemed more personal hosting them near their homes. Despite sending 2,500 flyers, we only had 35 attendees. This could be because we didn't provide an incentive to participate with food or door prizes or other means. And also, this isn't a controversial project, so that might have kept people at home. And finally, we did offer a corresponding online survey, so interested people may have taken that survey instead. So perhaps we should have waited until after the open house to release that survey to get more people to come to the open house. But nonetheless, the small crowd really allowed us to have detailed conversations with most of the participants, so that was really a win for us. And finally, the open house instructions were really helpful to participants, and they all felt comfortable with what we were asking. These instructions would have been even more helpful had we had a larger turnout. This was an extremely quick overview, so please feel free to contact Laura, Jeff, or myself if you'd like any additional information about the open house or our project. Thank you.